Good morning, you guys. How is everyone doing? I'm getting on before, hopefully, our lights and stuff won't go out, but a lot of that rain and stuff has definitely come up this way in the northern Mississippi area and the Memphis area. Okay, so I wanted to get on, um, make sure I got a video in, and I got to go over to my studio because I got some sessions over there. I got some clients coming over later, and I hope that the lights and stuff are not out. Okay. I'm praying. I got to do my shows for my Huntsville area. Shout out to Huntsville for showing me love, of course. And I had not, because I've been out of town, I had not had the opportunity to do new shows to upload to to the Comcast system for Huntsville. But they definitely got some new stuff coming this weekend. What's up, Tierney? Hello, Tashawn. I like your name, Tashawn. I like that, Tashawn. Um, ZK, shout out to ZK. Shout out to all of my moderators. Make sure you all put some respect on their name. They are the ones, they are the overseers of the chat. They keep the lurkers and the bad people out. Okay. Um, so that we can peacefully have fun in the chat, right? So that we could have peace in the chat. Hey, Miss Muffin. Hey, I am She Johnson. Yo, where's Ramona? I have to reach out. I don't know if Ramona. I checked my just happened to go through my block list. I happened to go through my block list because I never do. And I saw Ramona had been blocked. And I know none of us had blocked her because Ramona is a regular. I mean, Ramona, she messed with me the long way. So, and I hadn't seen her in here and I did not know that Ramona was blocked. Um, I don't know if the hackers did it or what, because all of my mods know that we mess with Ramona. So I'm gonna see if I can find if she had reached out to me from Facebook or something like that to ask her if she had been trying to get into the chat. I unblocked her though. What's up, Holiday Tracks? Yeah, Holiday Tracks a cute little guy. I am She Johnson. Positive vibes. Yeah, Joy loves God. Shout out to my moderators for messing with me the long way. We are down to, are we down 10 days? We're 10 days out, right? Before the trial. We're 10 days out. We're 10 days out. I'm waiting for more people to start coming in. What's up, the Alabama hitter? The Alabama hitter. Hit, I was in your bushes last night for a little while. Good show last night. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button, okay? As you come in, please do hit the like button. I wanted to talk about the Colorado police had arrested uh, that organization that had taken over the apartment building. And I wanted to talk about what I had seen in Chicago. And it's alarming to me, right? And I know we always talking about, and I don't really like to make things about race, but I mean, but we can't get around that. I wish that we all could just. I wish we were all just colorblind, right? And so hey, I'm not a racist person, nor am I a prejudiced person, but I kind of get mad at people that are not of color that go, well, it shouldn't be a race thing when they've never had to deal with it, right? When they have never had to deal with it, to me, that is being insensitive. So it makes me think that they are insensitive, out of touch, and probably just like those people that like to perpetuate a lot of what goes on as it relates to being racist and all of that, right? And so, I know a lot of people don't like Trump, okay? Because he don't know how to, they say he's this, and that. And everybody has a right? Um, I'm not here to try to dump on people who decide whatever they decide to do as it relates to their vote, right? The only thing I've ever said was to pay close attention and don't vote based on race. And I mean, we ain't got no black people in the race, so I'm sure black people wouldn't be voting based on race, right? Because Kamala has already said she has she has she has beat it in that she is not a woman of color. She does not identify with our plight or any of that, okay? But I wanted to talk about what I saw when I was in Chicago. And we was in Chicago. We stayed at this beautiful resort outside of Chicago, right? At this beautiful resort. And I mean, I love I got the opportunity to see all of the other cities and stuff on the outside, on the outskirts of Chicago. I mean, they're around lakes and stuff. I was like, if Chicago wasn't cold, I could live here because they have a lot of eateries, a lot of businesses seem to be flourishing. Even when we got to the inner city, because stopped at a Harold's over by St. Lawrence and all of that. The only thing I didn't get a chance to see my girl Dima. I got to call her too, but I'm going back. Right, I'm going back to hang out with my girl Dima. And but anyways, I had what I saw was, because of course you all know, like, I love dealers, I love Macy's. We ended up stopping at um different areas, okay? Because I love Calvin Klein dresses, but child, I walked up out of that outlet. I thought it was an outlet when I walked in, and I looked at the prices. I said, "This ain't no damn outlet," because I love to wear those pullo dresses that's got Calvin on them, okay? So I thought I was gonna walk in there and get me some deals on that, but child, everything in there was high. So I walked on up out of there, and we went to another area. But what I started to see was, I think people need to pay close attention instead of allowing the media to kind of blind you. I know Trump he might be a little stupid, and he don't know how to verbalize certain stuff. But I can remember a time when I walked into a lot of these department stores, rather it was in the inner cities or on the outskirts of the cities. You saw a lot of black people. Now we started talking about who he think he is. He talked about the black job. Your ass done worked in a damn factory your whole life. What are you talking about? You ain't got no doctorate degree. You can go get one. I'm not saying you can't get one. Go get one. Okay, but most black people, let's just be real about it. If we're gonna be honest, I'm a black woman. Y'all, I can say it. Okay, there have been a lot of African Americans that have been able to take care of their families by working in plants, by working in department stores like Macy's, like Dillard's. When Christmas came, a lot of people got second jobs and things of that nature. When I walked into the Macy's, I did not see not one black person, and we went to more than one Macy's. I was like, wow, it was only populated with immigrants. If I'm lying, I'm dying. And I wouldn't have no issues with that. But I got to thinking about, Trump don't know how to verbalize anything. He don't. He don't know how to articulate his words. That's right. But he ain't lying. So I went into the Macy's, because y'all know Macy's had I'm a stiletto heel chick. So when I walked in there, Chicago gets cold before the South does. So all of their shoes were like 80% off. All of those shoes I had been stalking on the internet, that was like $120. I'm looking at them, they $19.99. I like Jessica Simpson's and Guess shoes, stuff like that, stilettos. I was like, dog, I'm in heaven, right? So I'm looking for them because they got them on a rack. And so I'm looking for, I'm like, dog, where are the, the store clerks? So this immigrant walks up to me and I go, "Do you work here?" "Yes, I do. I work here." I said, "This shoe, I want to buy this." I said, "I like this shoe. I want to know if this, but the other shoe is not here." "Oh, well, if you don't see it, then it's not there." That's what she said to me. "If you don't see it, it ain't there." I said, "Well, God, maybe she don't know how to articulate herself because she don't know who she talking to." So I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, I guess I'll just walk around because I want this shoe. I'll just kind of walk, look for it." So then I saw another shoe. I didn't see the price on it. I said, "Could you tell me the price on this shoe?" Um, I guess I could go over there. I'm trying to do recovery. I guess I could go over there and I could go over there and she said something with the price and get the price. I said, "Yeah, I guess you can." Then she turned around, "Are you gonna buy this shoe before I get the price?" I said, "The price would determine that, right?" By that time she tried to bring the ghetto up out of me, right? And but to make a long story short, y'all, I did not see, and we went to two Macy's. I did not see not one black person working in the Macy's. I went up there to cosmetics where they had all of their stuff. Like I got all the makeup and lip gloss. I was in lip gloss heaven. Okay, expensive lip glosses for $2 and $3. Okay, and I didn't see not one black person. I didn't see not one. We went out to the H&M. I didn't see not one black person working in. It was not. I didn't see one black person working in any of them. We went to the dealers. Nothing but immigrants. And I ain't got no issues with immigrants. But you have to think about, okay, I get to thinking about Biden, and people thought that Biden, because he loaded them up with food stamps. Y'all not gonna get mad at me. Can I talk? Can I really just be open and talk like I want to talk without y'all getting mad at me? Because we all black up in here. And I have a love and a passion for my race. I do, but I don't know how to listen. My youngest daughter is 23. I can't be putting my titty in nobody's mouth. It ain't got no milk in them. Okay, not unless it's a handsome man, right? I can't breastfeed you. Y'all, we got to get up off of this milk and start trying to eat some steak and choke it down. Okay. I kind of followed Biden. I never cared for him because I kind of went back and did a lot of research from when he was when he first started running in the 60s. Old bastard. Oh, and he didn't care for African Americans then. A leopard don't change his spots. He just an undercover Klansman. And I know people say, well, Trump is too. Well, he might be, but he had that money circulating. And it wasn't food stamps. Okay. The problem is a lot of our community didn't know what to do when they got it. They was going getting BBLs and all of that. Our community needs some help. Okay. But I see, like, when I listen to Biden and they would try and clean it up when he would say things like, when he first ran, unlike African Americans, Latino people are well cultured or well versed or something like that. He always threw shots at African Americans. Then when the black people out there to see him, he an old senile bastard now, and he's still in his subconsciousness. He still want to treat black people like they are nothing. Okay. You got a black woman out there. They stood out there supporting him. He walks right past the black people. They all standing on a line and shake the hands of the white people because in his mind, his old rusty mind, okay, and his old rusty mind, shaking a black person's hand is still dirty. Okay. Okay. What people always talk about how racist Trump is. I mean, they talk about that consistently, but they never talk about how racist Biden is. But I am. Okay. I am. Then you got a woman that looks black. I'm going to tell y'all something. Okay, y'all. I think I say this all the time. My dad was in politics. My dad was an elected official in the Memphis area. My dad started teaching me politics 10 years before he transitioned. Okay. When he knew that he was getting ready to retire, he started teaching it to me. He said, because you're my most vocal child. I think once I retire, I'm just going to put money behind you and start running you. Because in order to have leaders that don't sell out, we got to train them. We got to start training ones that don't sell out. That's why I'm so passionate now. Y'all don't see me bending on nothing. I understand money ain't my God. That's why I go get all the training I can get. Because ain't nobody going to ever get me to bend on something and sell out, period. Okay. But my dad always taught me, he said, let me tell you something. A Negro that said a bought out Negro is worse than any racist person could ever be, because they can do things to our community and get away with it that a white person can't do. So what they've started doing is they've started going to get bought out Negroes. That's why my dad bought airtime. He bought TV time. He set me up. And he was like, we're going to call these, we're going to make them too shame because our community is suffering too much. All white people ain't bad, y'all. All of them ain't. Because I've seen white politicians give you way more than a Negro did. Because a lot of them have that covetousness spirit. Okay? That's just the truth. People don't want to talk the truth. Okay. And so you get Kamala, and I'm not going to talk about Kamala because I know the black woman's this love Kamala. We want her to be black so bad. When the lady keeps saying I'm not black, she the texture of her hair. I was looking at the texture of her hair. It looks like it freezes. She don't look like she can go for nothing else. She don't even look like she can pass. She got strong features. I mean, but that's okay. Don't get me started. Okay, right. And she said she ain't black. I don't know why black people don't want to believe her, but she can't pass for nothing else. But I mean, I ain't mad at the woman. Okay, I'm mad at the black people who consistent. Yeah, she one of us. Listen, hey, I don't have no issues with the lady being Indian or whatever she say she is. Okay, but I have issues when you come into our community and try and pander to us. You get them to start taking promo pictures of you with hot sauce in your damn hand. That makes me mad as hell. Okay, so this is how you try to go get us some hot sauce and some neck bones. That's all it take. Yeah, let them get a picture of you eating the fat bat with putting hot sauce on it. Instead of us taking offense to it. Yeah, she one of us. Y'all, we got to do something. It's something. Our people need some help. Okay, that's right. Culture vulture. And so when people say she went to a HBCU, she is a woman of color. So she go to a HBCU. She is considered a woman of color still. She says she's Indian because so she could get them grants, not because she wanted to be around a whole lot of black folks. Okay, it was just beneficial to her. Okay, just like dating them black men was. Okay, but anyways, I digress. I don't even want to talk about that. But I think we should be alarmed at what I saw, y'all. A lot of the jobs that I've seen African Americans have to help to pay their bills, our bills, and things of that nature. I don't see that. I see nothing. When I tell you I walked the whole Macy's, because y'all know I'm a perfume. I want everything. I want to see it all. Shoes and all. I said, well, let me go up here to the perfume. It was nothing but foreigners at the counter. If y'all don't see, I walked out of Macy's, I went to a Dillard's because I had to get to the stiletto heels. And it was the exact same thing. Okay. So then we was when we was on our way to our friend house, we went through downtown Chicago. And the houses are nice now, but I did not see not one black person. Okay. These are the houses that they have allowed a lot of the foreigners to live in. A lot of them are not paying rent or anything like that. You have African Americans and others who have fought for this country that's sleeping out on the street. They have not got them any psychological counseling for being shell shocked from what they saw whenever they went overseas to fight years ago. They're sleeping out in the cold and in the heat. But they bring foreigners over here and they are populating almost the whole downtown Chicago with nice, very nice homes. And we ain't got no issues with that. So when we start talking about, when people start wearing shirts, my black job is to vote. Your black job is to do research. That's what your black job is with your black ass. I had to put that in there. Okay. Lord forgive me for cussing. All right. Your black job is to do research to see what's really going on and stop allowing the media to perpetuate stuff. Okay, stop believing everything you hear in the media and start doing your research. Start getting out looking at stuff. Well, Great Face, I was looking for you yesterday. I said, "Where Great Face said I had needed to ask you something, and I get what it is now because my mind bad." Okay, but it's true. It's true. Memphis, aka Cypress Garden. They said, "Little mama, congrats." What happened, little mama? Yeah, I'm getting ready for my son' college game Saturday. Congratulations, little mama. I'd be loving to see the kids do well. But I think we need to think about that, you guys. These people have an agenda. And, I was listening to Kamala and she was like, well, Trump sitting up talking about he's going to send immigrants back. And she went to talking about why, immigrants needed to be able to live the American dream. And I have a better plan to make sure that they get over here to make the process easier to get over here. So it's smoother. She's still talking about making a process smoother for immigrants when America is going to hell. People are suffering. It ain't even no money circulating. What in the hell is this damn woman talking about? And we let her get away with it. We're so brainwashed. You hear black folks, oh, she said she gonna make it easy for immigrants, and your ass ain't even got nothing. Okay. And I ain't mad at my girl Chocolate. I ain't mad at her for loving Kamala. I know Trump is racist, Chocolate, but I have to let it be known about the other ones too. Okay. And I don't know if Trump is racist or not. I just think he's stupid. But he calling these people out. And the thing that scared me is when people, okay, folks go, well, I know what he is, but then the other ones are the same. I'd rather deal with a person when I know how they are rather than deal with a person that's got me tricked. Okay. So y'all know I was in love with Obama. Okay. Obama didn't hide his blackness. He couldn't hide it, but he didn't hide it. He couldn't if he had wanted to. I really appreciated that he talked about his mother, who's a Caucasian woman, and he talked about his father, who was an African man. Obama is he's got all of the attributes of just a cool brother, okay? And so Obama, um, it hurt me so bad when I heard Obama say, it hurt me so bad when I heard Obama say, when they asked him, what about us? What about the African Americans? And Obama says, I can't just be the president for African Americans. African Americans don't know what to ask for. You are a black man that came from out of Chicago. Of course, you know African Americans don't know what to ask for because a lot of stuff has been hidden from us. As a black man, I would think that he would have identified with that and made sure, just like he did with the Latinos, put people in place, and the Asians put people in place to make sure that we would know what to ask for. He didn't do that. And because he was a black man, it was like, we can't give him no problems. There was a lot of stuff done up under his administration that if it had been a white man, we'd have had a darn fit. But nobody would talk about that. People just want to get mad at me and say, well, you must be a coon. I had to cuss a woman out so bad. And I had bought, she called herself, had an organic garden. And I remember I was on Facebook talking about that when that happened one time, and she said, and I had been buying her high ass salads and everything because she talking about her stuff came out the garden, probably came from all this anyways. I'm paying $30 for all this organic, trying to support a black business, and excuse my French, that bitch called me a coon. Y'all know I be wearing them nails. I was typing so fast, and I mean I was typing. By the time I hit send, that bitch had blocked me. Okay, I got about trying to make a fake page. My daughter said, "Mom, stop, Mom. Mom, stop." My daughter was sitting next to me. She said, "Mom, stop, Mom. Please stop." Because I was like, I'm gonna cuss her out. But instead of, people get mad when you start calling out some stuff. There are a lot of things that we should have had called Obama out on, but as black people, because we be so proud, we don't get into stuff. First black man in the White House, we let stuff slide. We let stuff slide. Okay. And we give excuses. And I can see the same pattern that is getting ready to happen with this lady that don't identify with being black at all. She already letting you know I ain't black. I'll go eat hot sauce and pander to y'all. She looked like she was trying to figure out what to do with the damn hot sauce. They have all of these R&B singers. They show her face like she's singing a song. Watch her mouth. She ain't mouthing the words right. Oh, they had Al Green. She's singing that soul music. Watch her mouth. The words ain't right. She just moving her mouth. But that's neither here nor there. But that's how they trick us. Okay. She's going to finish ending the middle class. Biden has done a good job of it. More people are suffering, more businesses have more people have had to give up their businesses and go back to work. Biden's job was to wipe out the middle class. You're going to either be on food stamps or you're going to be rich. He want to make sure there's nothing in between. He's done a good job of doing it. His senile ass has got too senile to finish it out, and he bringing this lady in to make sure she do it. When people don't want to identify with who they really are, they tend to be real evil to try and separate themselves. They be mad, okay? She don't want to be a black woman. She couldn't pass for nothing else because I'm looking at her daddy, and he almost dark as me. But when they want to separate themselves from what they really are, they tend to be real evil to people, just like uh Jay, what's his name, Hoover was. Okay, Jamaican is not a race. A Jamaican is a black man. Hi, the realty. But anyways, y'all, I saw that in Chicago. I ain't in here to debate about, go back and forth about. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. That a lot of the black jobs are being placed with a lot of the jobs that we saw. Let me say it right, because they know how to. It's in our brains now. Black job. He talking about us. Your ass ain't never worked nowhere but in a plant. What are you talking about? And they replacing. They putting all Hispanics in there. So I mean, it was heavily populated with black people with your black ass. Since you letting the media dictate how your brain functions. Okay. So a lot of the jobs that the African Americans were in that was helping to pay their bills for many years, they're being replaced with immigrants. And I'm telling you, I saw it in Chicago, even the department stores. And they have the nerve to talk about black people have an attitude. Them Hispanic women didn't want to deal with me because I likes to try on every shoe I think I want. She asked me before I go get this shoe, is you gonna buy it? Bitch, you got me fucked up. Go get that shoe. That's your job. Okay. No black girl, a man would have ever asked me that because they understand what their job is. You working in the shoe department. Okay. But y'all, it's happening. And we're allowing them to get us emotional. We just need to look at the facts. I ain't telling you who to vote for, but I'm just saying, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, y'all. Don't be. A lot of the jobs that African Americans that we saw a lot of us in is we're being replaced with immigrants. You ought to go to Chicago. Okay, Demon talked about it all the time. Demon had been saying it because she in Chicago. I got the opportunity to experience it for myself. Okay, and they moving fast too. So then they'll say, well, black folks don't want to work. Listen, they don't need to say there's a lot of black people that do want to work. There are a lot of black people when they were working in those department stores, those were their part-time jobs. That's how they was making it. Biden has wiped out the middle class with his old ass. So people have to get second jobs. They ain't gonna even be able to have them now. Okay. So I wanted to talk about that. I was going to talk about that the other day, but I didn't get the opportunity to. I was like, this is the perfect time to talk about that, y'all. We got to open our eyes, and it's not being racist. I don't have no issues with no immigrants, but I just see what is going on, y'all. I'm in the African American race. We're being their goal is to replace a lot of us. with immigrants. Have y'all ever thought about why do they want immigrants? We ain't even together in our own country. You got people suffering and mental illness and no jobs, no money circulating. You take care of the people that have paid taxes and fought for this country first. You fix that. You got all types of crime. Poverty ignites crime. I've always said that. They ain't trying to do nothing about the poverty. They talk about mental illness. And these folks, I mean, anytime you stress for money and you losing things, yes, that'll make you go crazy. That's probably why mental illness is up. They don't want to address that. Ain't nobody born crazy. Stuff runs people crazy. Okay. But I just think, and I don't have, and let me just say this, I don't have any issues with any Hispanics. I mean, there are a lot of American Hispanics. Okay. The only thing I'm saying is, y'all, there is a war, I believe, against our community. And why not use a lady that looks like us? That because in the black community, I got to be for real. For in the black community, we always want people of other races to. Ooh, I got an Indian in my family. Ooh, I had got a white woman's is in my family. Ooh, I'm half Indian. Ooh, you want to? We want to be anybody except for who we are. Okay, and so people have the nerve to get mad at me when I say all women are beautiful, but black African women have always been the exotic ones. That's why I don't give a damn about Puffy. Because they used him and his platform to usher in the Latino women were the exotic ones when black women have always been the exotic ones with the melanin in our skin. Okay? Think we hate what we see when we look in the mirror, right? We hate what we see when we look in the mirror. And so you have people that's thinking when black women come in all different shades or whatever, that's why I never bought into that red stuff. I have kids that are red. Okay. My girls are high yellow. So I had to always I saw it from both sides. I mean I ain't never seen because I ain't never had no issues with being chocolate. But I saw how people how my girls, how people, had issues with my babies. Sometimes people can be jealous. I got the opportunity to see that through my girls, so that's why I always validated my children. I think because of what we've been taught in generations, we've been taught to hate ourselves, right? And so we want to put certain people on pedestals if they are a certain skin tone or um I guess, listen, I was never treated away, right? I wasn't. So when people say, "Girl, you dark skin," and they do this to dark skinned women, I don't know what they do to dark skinned women, shit, because I ain't never had no issues with it. I've never I ain't never had to deal with that because when people got to hollering about I'm Creole and I'm this and I'm that, okay, so when they arrest you and take your ass to jail, do they put you Creole? Do they treat you differently? Do you not go to jail because you Creole? No. What do? They treat me like I'm a black person. Well, that's what you is. Okay. So I never bought into all that crazy stuff. I agree blacks do have a target and I'm Mexican. All I gotta say, all these quick to racist comments need to stop because I pray not. But if the blacks get taken, guess who next? Yes, us Mexicans. That's true. Absolutely. Absolutely. And let me just say this, okay? Because I'm not racist. I don't like it. I understand why Biden and them want Hispanics, and you know why they're bringing them over here, cheaper labor. I see they have Hispanics and stuff standing all on those tall buildings, doing all that dangerous work, and they underpay them. They underpay them. They know ain't no black person gonna get up there and be all on 100 floor buildings and stuff working for no $2-3 an hour. They're gonna tell them to go F your mammy. And which they should. Okay. Nola says, if you notice in the politicians, they use us to usher in change. Barack was elected to promote that agenda. New York City mayor was to promote immigration. All the black mayors are elected to promote an agenda. You're absolutely right. It goes back to what my father said. My dad says that uh, they they started coming up with another plan, and that is to put money behind a black face to push an agenda, because with black people, a black politician can get away with pushing certain agendas that we'd be on top of any other racist head for doing, right? That's the plan. That's kind of what they do now. Kamala has already said, I don't identify with y'all. And let's just talk about the food stamps and stuff, okay? Let's talk about that. Now, Biden, around Corona time, people was getting he was giving folks so many stamps that it wasn't even no grocery in the grocery store. And I think, y'all, we gotta change our mindset. Now, this is where I can agree with Trump at. Instead of food stamps, we're gonna put some money out there for you to start creating some businesses, creating generational wealth. We gotta Now, if I do believe in the elderly being taken care of if they need food stamps and all of that. But people like us and babies, but people like us, we should be getting together trying to create generational wealth. Just like the Asians come in, they come in and start getting the beauty supply stores. That's because they got people that's set in place to help them to get that grant money. Y'all, why y'all think I take so many classes? Um, shit. I take so many classes on learning about grants. I just got a confirmation. Praise the Lord on yesterday. I'm getting ready to get in. I was accepted into a class with only 25 people, with a lady that is known, that has worked with the government forever on writing grants, where I'll be taught everything. Only 25 people was let in. I'm one of them. Okay. And y'all know why I do that. It's not for me, because I want to be able to, those people that have the minds to build businesses, they keep all these secrets from us. If I can tell you, you need to do this, it needs to be legit. You need to do that, it needs to be legit. And I'm a right and listen, I'm a right. You got all that you need that the government requires, because I ain't breaking no laws for nobody. I ain't dealing with the federal government on nothing. If I don't break them for myself, I ain't breaking them for nobody else. We got to stop wanting to cut corners and wanting the hookup and all of that. Now, respect your brother and your sister's business. If they got a damn business, you walk your ass up in Walmart and pay the full price. You go up in your brother or your sister business and you go up in there and you supposed to joyfully pay whatever their price is. Okay? That's why I say all the time, when people sitting up talking about, oh, you're doing a good job, you patting them all on the back and stuff. Hey, it's good to say that, right? But you know how you can truly help somebody? They need your resources, which is your money. You ain't got to give them all your money, but it takes money to run a business. And we need to get every other community to know that except for us. Okay? They need resources, which is money. So I remember when my cousin asked me, my cousin building a little sex toy business. And so she always have these pop-up shops. And she was like, cuz, she always have a speaker, a woman to come and speak. She's like, cuz, can you come and speak, talk about your TV show and your investigative company and, just kind of talk about, that. I be one of the women that's got stuff going on. I was like, yeah, for sure. So she always have it in the conference room at Jason's Deli. Jason's Deli be constantly bringing in all types of food and drinks. She bring extra wine and stuff. So when I stood up at the podium to talk, I'm sitting here looking at all of these Negroes. All of her friends then came out. They done sat and ate so much they laid back with their stomachs sitting up, drunk all the wine, half drunk, brought their damn boyfriends so they could drink up the wine. Ain't bought no toy, no condom, no nothing. Had all those vendors, those young ladies who trying to get their businesses going, had cake businesses, had earring businesses, all up against the wall. Ain't went back there and bought nothing. Came there to eat. I said, no, the devil is a lie today. I'm getting ready to get their asses today. I was going to talk about something else, and I said, and let me say, because it was a lot of my cousins sitting in there too, ain't shit, and I let them know that too. I said, no, I'm getting them today. I said, I started talking about building businesses. I said, I would never. I said, just like I see all these young ladies up against the wall that have paid for vendorship. I ain't seen not one person get up to go back there. I said, I don't ever go to nobody's pop-up shop. Before I come to a pop-up shop, I stop at the bank and I get some cash. Even if I don't need it, I go to every table and buy one thing from everybody. The stuff don't be no more than $10. If I don't use it, I can put it in my house or give it to somebody else. That's how you support people. I said, I would never go anywhere, eat up all the food and drink up all the stuff and not buy nothing. How do y'all expect for our community to grow businesses if you ain't spending no money, but you want to come and get your belly full and drink up all this stuff? This girl ain't even made her money back. Trying to promote her stuff, trying to help other people promote their stuff. When I got finished with their asses, they all jumped up and I saw them at every table. You have to convict people. I bet you they was buying stuff. That's the issue with our community. That's the issues with our community. Then they don't want nobody like me. She thinks she's something. Well, if I don't think I'm something, who gonna think it? Everybody's supposed to think they something. She thinks she more than me. Well, she probably is more than you. Hell, ain't no telling what you out there doing. See, when you start getting around, see, ladies, we have to be careful. I pay close attention to women. What's up, Diane? I pay close attention to women. When they get to talking about she only went and got a car because I got a car, I said, I don't deal with no broke-minded chicks like that. You see, she went and got a red car because I had got a red car. Ain't nobody got time for that. That means that you dealing with low vibrational people. I like for people to vibrate even higher than me. Okay, because you know what? When you go get that Escalade, they're gonna say, oh, okay, girl, you got that thing. Next time, shoot, you working your way up to that Bentley. That's what people that vibrate on high frequencies say. They ain't sitting around frown all up, face bent all up, talking about, oh, she only went and got one because I got one. Ain't nobody, they didn't stop making red cars when you got one. And I think that's the issue with our community. But let's go back to talking about the food stamps, right? And the welfare. Y'all, we always wanted a Um, we always wanted a president. Even with, I can remember with Bill Clinton. Okay, when they was talking about, well, Bill Clinton, he was one of the ones. He had the economy right because he made sure he raised our food stamps and he raised our welfare. Y'all, it's time to get away from that. We got to start building generational wealth. We don't want no president that perpetuates raising food stamps and welfare, and they ain't perpetuating showing us how to get them grants and stuff and build businesses like they do with the other communities. We ain't satisfied with food stamps and welfare no more. Okay, it's okay for those that need a hand up. Okay, because anybody can fall on hard times and need a hand up. That's what it's there for. But we ain't satisfied with that no more. Okay, that's the reasons why I'm glad I'm in that class. Okay, all right, because I don't mind helping people, but you're gonna have to do what I tell you to do. If I say this is what needs to be done, and you'll get a grant, and you're gonna have to pay me. That's where the issue come in at. People want to cut corners. Most people that write grants, whether they write a grant, whether you get it or not, you're gonna pay them up front. But me having a good heart, you're gonna get the grants. But I need my 10% when you get it. And why you had said you gotta have 10%, who gonna deal with you? I don't mean no harm, any white person that I have ever written a grant for. If you want to pay me on the front end or the back end. Well, Miss Tamara, we don't have it now, but hey, when that check come in, if we get that grant, we're gonna pay you on the back end because they know they're gonna get it. Because I written for them before. Okay. I tell you what, we'll go ahead and just post date it. Okay. All right. I ain't never had no issues. The few black people that I've written for. Now, why you had said you needed 10%, bitch, you wouldn't have even had it. You wouldn't even got it. I use my resources, my time, my connections, and now your voice tone has changed. So now what you've done is, because I ain't forgiving. I don't forgive like that. You don't think you're gonna use me. Cut you off. I never forget a girl, my dad and them used to give out grants. My dad them used to give out $100,000 every 6 months to nonprofit organizations that would not have gotten a dime. It was a girl came on my TV show one day to promote her organization, and she was talking about her organization. My dad just happened to walk in, and I told her, I said, I said, oh, this dad, I was telling him about her organization. He was like, oh, okay. And so I said, you need to apply with my dad and them and get you some. And he said, well, I'll have to take it before the board. And so when she left, he said, what you think? I said, I don't know. He said, well, okay, I'll take it before the board. Now they get hundreds and hundreds of applications to come in. Don't y'all know that chick got that money? And because she had been saying, I could, if I only had start getting some money in, I could advertise with you. It's like, oh, okay. Don't y'all know that girl got $10,000? So I said, well, you got some money now. You going girl, I ain't spending no money. I ain't advertising. And you know what? The girl that work in your dad's office, I know her, so I can just go through her now. I said, oh, okay, bitch. My daddy is over everything, bitch. And you sitting up talking about a secretary? You gonna go through her and my dad make the decisions. You think you use me? Okay, okay. Wonder did she ever get another grant? That's what I wonder. I wonder did she ever? Cause she started calling me. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. You won't talk to me no more. I said, what are you talking about? Huh? What? What you mean? I can't even get on. I don't know what you mean. What you talk about? I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Whatever going on, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all, that's the issue with us. You mess with people that mess with you, but we want to use folks all the time. That's how we do it. We want to use folks. I got the connect now. I ain't got to mess with you. Did she think my daddy was gonna mess with her more than he messed with me? And I was her blessing. We end up burning bridges. I was her blessing. You know why? I didn't make no decisions. I happened to be the person to connect her with the right person. She was in there at the right time. And she turned around, her voice changed. She thought a secretary. I already the next 6 months. I already, I know I ain't got to really go through you. I said, I know the secretary. We already prepared everything, and I'm gonna get it. Okay. Oh Lord, I just wondered did she ever get any more $10,000 because she could have got $10,000 the next 6 months. But that's what we do to ourselves. No other community would have ever did that. But that's how we are in our own community, y'all. And we got to start doing better. We got to start doing better. Okay. We got to start doing better by each other. We got to change our mindset. And I know I be animated and stuff, but I handles business. Nobody would ever do business or mess with me the long way if I was crazy. I knows how to do business. Okay. I know how to do business. I know how to handle people. Okay. I might be a little animated on here, but I'm cool. But the point of the matter is, I really want to start seeing it's a lot of money out there. I want to start seeing money flourish in our community. We got to change our mindset, though. We do. We got to change our mindset and we got to stick together. We got to unify. We can't get mad at the Hispanics or the Caucasians or the Indians because they stick together. That's what they're supposed to do. Hey, I wish that color was not, I don't even understand a race even being an issue. I think you got some type of mental illness when you start talking about you don't like somebody because of the color of their skin. You got to be mentally ill. I don't like her. Why? Because she white. You don't like somebody because they white? You mentally ill. That's a mental illness because everybody knows that skin pigment has nothing to do with anything. It's always the character of the person, right? That's how I know a lot of people walking around here with mental illnesses. I don't like her because she too dark skinned. You know she ain't right because her skin dark. You is mentally ill. Okay? You need some help. Cordero says Bank of America gave billions of dollars for the lower class community to help build homes and start businesses about 10 years ago. They gave the money to Hispanics and Hispanic families. Facts. Wow. We don't unite enough to get together and call Bank of America out. Oh, okay. If you're gonna do that for only Hispanic families, it's gonna be only the Hispanics that bank with you. They can't afford to have black people to unite and pull our resources back because we could demand a lot of stuff if we united and organize and strategize, but we won't do it. We'll sell out for a damn hot dog, and you better not put no pickles on it. It's got to be some repercussions for people selling out. It ain't no repercussions in our community. The only time people are getting messed over in our community is for being successful. And there's got to be some repercussions for taking out successful people. Okay. It ain't none. That's true, Lady V. Blacks are jealous of each other. I agree. ZK says we just had our primary elections. The ex-governor, won the race, and we had a black lady on the ballot. These people in the city ain't even vote, wasn't even registered. Wow. So, hey, y'all, we got to change our mindset. It's okay. The food stamp and the welfare system has been put there to help people to get on their feet, right? Not to be a way of life. Okay, that's a handout while you own it. they have resources for you to go to school. Okay, they have resources when you're getting the AFDC or whatever. They got resources for you to be able to enroll in school. You need that's what you they get child care. Some folks feel like when I get child care, you going to school or at work or somewhere. No, child, if you want to get rid of these kids. So you want to get food stamps, welfare, daycare free so you can lay at home and get pregnant with more babies. See, people don't want to address that. They being racist. No, we need to start dealing with that. It's got to be called out. If you're going to be getting child care, you're going to be getting AFDC, your ass going to work and or you're going to go to school and you're going to prove it. So when they get mad, he racist because Trump said you're going to have to work for your check. Well, if you start working, you're gonna realize that $100 check a month ain't worth nothing. You can make $300, $400 a week. Start building a business. You start going to school, bettering yourself, and you looking back and say, "Dog, how in the hell I made it on a $150 check with 5, 6 kids?" You shouldn't even want to have that mindset. Ain't nobody racist for saying you need to get out and work and not wait on $150 check a month. It's something wrong with us. Nobody should be getting any type of assistance that's able bodied except for the older people. And I can see mothers and fathers who are raising their kids that are working that need help with buying food. Then I mean, I ain't got no issues with them getting the food stamps. You're right. But while you getting them, you need to be bettering yourself, taking advantage of going to school for free. Instead, people go and enroll in school to get the money. I'm gonna get my refund check and then don't even go to class. Okay. We got to change our mindset. We are the reasons that we're left behind. They don't want to give us nothing. We got the power. I don't be want nobody to give me nothing because if I want it, I'm gonna go get it. And if they try to keep it for me, I'm gonna just take it. If it's for me to get, you can't hold nothing back from me. Okay, if I've worked for it, so I'm gonna take it. It's mine. The way we got young ladies that can do hair, they rather stand over a stove rather than go get their licenses. Uh, get into classes to figure out how to fund them a building so that they can have a beauty shop. We got to change our mindset. These black girls doing hair like crazy. Some of the most talented stylists doing hair over the stove. And so you ask them why you ain't went and got your licenses. I don't know. I just ain't got around to it. How long you been doing hair? 6 years, 10 years, and you ain't got around to going to get your licenses? Well, I got these kids. Mm. Have more excuses than a junkie. I'm telling you. Ashley says it's people that need assistance and other people that play every system. Absolutely. Anytime you a scammer, that's why I don't have. I be glad when they get the scammers and they getting them too. Anytime you a scammer, it takes a lot of strategy and time to read up on something. Yet you could have went and started a legit business rather than having the government on your tail. That's what you could have did. All that time you put into scamming and try to dig ditches for other people, you could have been proactive in building something for yourself. That's what's going on in our community, but don't nobody want to call it out. They want to put a pacifier. As long as they can put a pacifier in the African, it's a lot of money made off of the disadvantage of Black people. But I refuse to put a pacifier, a breast, or anything in anybody's mouth. When you have platforms, you have to use them responsibly. Our community has a lot of resources, so why are we the ones left behind? Why aren't there a lot of money generating in our community? And it's got a lot to do with us, but nobody wants to talk about it. If they can keep you looking outward, what are these people going to give us something? Why we need to be looking on the outside when we can be doing whatever we need to do within our community to build generational wealth? It works in other communities. It's the same formula that everybody else in any other community use. Why wouldn't it work in our community? It's because we ain't united. One thing about them Hispanics, they gonna all live in, it's gonna be about 15 of them in one house. They're gonna work, they're gonna go and buy groceries. Their grocery bills be $1,000. They're gonna pull their resources, get up and go and work every morning until they can start moving out and buying properties and houses and stuff. All of them gonna go get them a car, a truck. They going to work. They be all on top of the hood going to work. But that's what they do. They have a determination. Okay. So hey, they start looking at the formula that the white people use and stuff. Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing it? We talk about the Asians. Ain't no Asians got, listen, I ain't got no issues with the Asians. But no Asians, all these Asians that own, and now the Hispanics have started in Memphis. The Hispanics have started buying the beauty supply stores. The Asians have started selling their beauty supply stores to the Hispanics. I walked into a beauty supply store on Elvis Presley. I looked at that lady. I said, "Dog, she got an olive complexion." I be wanting to know people's ethnicities. That's just how I am. I looked at her. I said, "Are you speaking Asian? You're not Asian, are you?" "No, I'm his a Latino." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "So do you work here?" "No, we own the store." I said, "Okay." Now it's in the Black community though. We're supposed to be building businesses in our communities. I ain't saying nobody else shouldn't, but I'm saying it should be Black businesses heavily populated in the Black community. Okay. But then we still got the same phrase. They won't give us nothing. They won't let us own no businesses. I can't stand for people to say stuff like that. They won't give us nothing. You see, you see what these people is doing? They won't let us own no business. I can't stand people that say that. What you mean they won't let us? What do you mean? I can't stand for they won't let us. These people won't give us nothing. No, you go and you get the resources, which is the knowledge, and you go take it. That's how I live my life. Okay, I got the resources. Now I need to figure out who I need to get to be able to get in. That's how I do it. That's what I did with that grant class. I had about 15 books to come in that I was reading about grants. I was like, I need to do some research. I need to figure out who I need to get to because I had already heard about that lady working for the government and stuff. I said, I got to wiggle my way into this. I'm going to read until I get it. And that's what I did. I'm going to read and I'm going to network until I get it. 25 people in and I'm one. And I pops my collar on that one. Cause I had a determination. They won't let me in. No, I'm gonna get in. That's what I'm gonna do. And I got in. I ain't waiting on nobody when I got the mind and the body. I'm intelligent to tell me what I can and can't do. I make my mind up and I figure out how to do it. Everybody, I be robbing black folks. Don't be robbing righteously though. That's true. Jay says we continue to have the crabs in the bucket mindset. That's true. In the 70s, when blacks were aware and self-sufficient, they ushered in crack to destroy. Every time, as Minister Farrakhan said, every time black people start to become conscious, a narcotic is incorporated in our community. But guess whose fault that is? Ours. You know why? Because you know what crack gonna do to you before you take it. Because you see what it has done to somebody else. Now, when they first started bringing it in the 80s and people was trying it and they was getting addicted, it was like a epidemic. Hey, I go, okay, I guess they didn't really know the effects that it was going to have. But when you started jumping on stuff in the 90s and the 2000s and stuff, hell, you already knew what crack was going to do because you was around in the 80s. How you going to be in your 50s and you going to take your ass and become a junkie? I just had got problems, sis. No, nigga, you's a junkie. Okay. And you too old to be one. You wait until you get ready to go on wherever you gonna go off this earth, transition, your ass is old and you decided to go be a junkie. We got to stop having codependent personalities because when you come down off of that high, that's why I don't do no, I ain't never in my life smoked no weed. I ain't never in my life did no type of narcotic. I can't have nothing that's gonna control me. I have to deal with my little craziness as it is. I don't need nothing making me more crazy. I can't have anything that I should have in a high place that only God should be in. So that means if I go get on some type of narcotic, it controls me. That's how you start seeing women selling themselves and all of that. Okay? I can't have nothing in a high place that I'm supposed to have the creator in. Because whatever you have in a high place controls you. I can't have stuff like that controlling me. You start to do things that are not conducive to your livelihood. Okay? Big Pressure said, I see what's going on now. Big Pressure, what you talking about? What's going on? What happened? He said a damn bridge is named after a Spanish man, Hernando de Soto. Everybody be robbing black folks. Don't be robbing righteously. The Nola girl says, then entice black women not to need a man after they remove that man and to date out their race to dilute the black family. Now it's immigration how people do not see this agenda. Tell you what bothers me. You see every other community that promotes the family structure. I love looking at but except for in the black community. What they want to do is they don't want to promote the family structure. They promote being a baby mama, this and that, anything but the structure, the united structure of the African American man and the African American woman. He says, okay, what happened in the shop? Ken says, that's what the Welfare Act in the 70s. I want to start a, it helps trouble and broken home teens get work in the community, also pay them every week out of my, and I feel like that's what a lot of black men should be doing. Getting together and uniting and starting um what do you call it? Um it's not college, it's training facilities. Train them on, like, if you're a plumber, um have a facility where you train plumbers. If you're a carpenter, everybody ain't meant to go to college. Everybody is not meant to go. So they take technical schools away, because a lot of black people, when I remember when I was in elementary school, they used to have automotives. They had shop. I was in shop. They was teaching us how to make bedposts and wooden stuff. We had home economics. We was in there cooking. We was sewing. At one time, I lost my skill. I used to know how to sew real good with a sewing machine. Okay. They took all of that away because a lot of African Americans were graduating high school and going straight into business, right? For themselves. So you take away automotives, you take away carpentry, you take away shop, where they're learning all of these skills, and they get out and they go, well, I don't want to go to college. So a lot of them end up at temporary services, which ain't nothing but a slave trade anyways. And so we have to watch some of these sneaky Stevenses that claims that they some of these sneaky Stevenses that claims that they are politicians. That we got jobs to come in, because I'm gonna tell y'all what they do, y'all. They might get a company to come in, and they work behind the scene to still bamboozle the people, right? And how they work behind the scene to bamboozle the people is, they'll say, well, my wife got a temp, or my daughter got a temp company. So, if you bring my daughter in and pay her, or whatever, or the temp company give them a kickback, the politician, you ain't got to pay. You can bring all these people in, pay them $10 an hour. You ain't even got to worry about paying them, giving them no insurance. Y'all, a temp service is a slave trade. Okay. So when you have politicians that say, okay, well, we got this job, we got, let's just say, Reebok to bring in a warehouse. Your next question should be, are they going to hire the people in directly, permanently? And it ain't no temporary services involved, is it? Because it's asinine, and we don't want it if it is. We want people to get paid what they are worth, because it ain't gonna help them to be paid 10, 12, $14 an hour when they can be getting paid $22 an hour with benefits. Now, if you're gonna help the people, you need to help them right. But we don't unite like that to hold people's feet to the fire. Okay. See, I know when I start doing messages like this, people get to thinking and talking about, oh, she against. I ain't against no black people, because if I was, I wouldn't even be talking about this. So you can open your eyes up. Some things have to sting so that we can come up out of that old mindset. Because I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I think our people have been taken advantage of too much, and they consistently taking advantage of us. As long as they can put sugar on top of their shit, they're gonna continuously take advantage of us. We spend more money than anybody. So we're supposed to be the ones having our way, because money talks. But we ain't united. So we ain't having our way. And I'm talking about the right way. Because it's a whole lot of people have another mindset of how things are supposed to be done. Okay. Dialogue says that's how John Ford got caught up. Operation Tennessee Waltz. Temp services make money off you, and and don't have to offer you right. Absolutely. And that's a way that the companies have gotten over. Okay, we'll bring our Reebok plant there that's making millions of dollars. They give the politician a kickback. I give you a kickback if, okay, well, okay, if we don't have to pay insurance, okay, well, my wife got a temporary service. Yeah, we'll pay your wife. Then we'll let your wife bring that temporary service in. We ain't got to pay for no insurance. And your wife, we could just pay them $10 an hour. When we really pay $22 an hour, we can give your wife that extra $12 an hour off of every temp. Okay. Off of every temp. So we're gonna have to stop being so sensitive, stop getting our feelings hurt, and start taking in the meat. We're gonna have to start chewing meat. Because as long as they can keep us on milk, we're going to always be left behind. Okay. These are issues that have to be dealt with. Yeah, Technicolor was definitely, and don't you know they was paying people at Technicolor $9 and $10 an hour, and don't you know how much Technicolor's employees even back then was supposed to be making? They were supposed to be making $20 an hour, even back in the early 2000s, the late 90s. That was a lot of money, and they brought a temporary service up in there, and people was barely making it. $20 an hour back in the late 90s, early 2000s was a lot of money. And they brought a temporary service up in there and still work the folks like a dog. They get to hollering about, well, the temporary service do the background checks. Hell, I do them. I can do them. I can do them. I have temporary services to reach out to me all the time, talking about can we need to. I don't want to talk about it. Hmm. Um, Dominique Johnson says eating lamb chops, beef neck bones, potatoes, dressing, and greens. Yeah, buddy. He said beef neck bones. Like neck bones. I ain't gonna tell no story. My mama make the best neck bones, and I be like drenching them in hot sauce. I don't eat lamb though. Like lamb, and not because it's not good, but because I saw how they be killing the poor little, how the lambs be crying when they be slaughtering them. I can't eat them, and I love potatoes, dressing, and green. My mama makes the best dressing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. What's up, Philip? Anyway, y'all. I mean, if anybody, I wanted to talk about right quick also the. Remember when they said in Colorado that the PD arrest 10 members. I mean that there was a immigration, allegedly immigration gang that took over a yeah, they do them this. I promise you they do them the same way. That's one of the reasons why I don't buy ground beef. Okay, that's why I said I eat my mama neck bones, but I don't buy ground beef, and I definitely don't buy pork. The only type of meat that I buy is chicken, and I'm trying to get away from that. And I buy ground turkey and ground chicken. I don't buy ground beef. I don't buy ground beef. I don't buy beef steaks. I don't even like steak. It's nasty to me. And I don't buy nothing pork. I buy turkey, pepper turkey bacon. I started finding that at Whole Foods. It's okay. Here it is, you guys. Remember they said that a gang had taken over an apartment building in Colorado, Colorado. Well, they were arrested. It says police and local officials in Aurora, Colorado, released a joint statement on Wednesday announcing the arrest of 10 members of a transitional gang, Trendy Regua or something. Aurora has been in the spotlight recently after surveillance video from an apartment building overtaken by armed men went viral online. The statement was released by Mayor Mike Kaufman and council members of Public Safety Chair Danielle Jurinsky, with the full endorsement of the city manager and Aurora Police Department. For some time, well before the concerns about TDA in Colorado generated national attention, APD had been arresting people for various criminal activities who had who had suspected but not necessarily confirmed TDA connections. Today, APD has now linked 10 people to TDA and has arrested 8 of those people. Read the statement. 2 of the 8 individuals who were taken into custody were involved in a July popping at one of the specific properties in the city that have experienced issues with TDA activity. In line with these arrests, we can also now confirm the criminal activity, including TDA issues, has significantly affected those properties. Okay, so these are some of them right here. Okay, can y'all see that? Dominique. Okay. It says the 10 trendy Rega arrests are linked to committing acts of violence against members of the migrant community. According to Aurora Police Department, TDA is a transitional prison gang based in Venezuela. Many of its members in the United States are illegal aliens. Of the 10 arrested, charges include child abuse, attempted first degree unalive, illegal discharge of a firearm, and more. All 10 are listed and documented as members of the TDA gang. One of the arrest warrants date back to 2023 in connection with an assault at the Whispering Pines apartment in Aurora. Okay, so we see that right there. I can't show that right there, but I was listening to the press conference, and what they was doing is they was trying to make the people that lived in the apartment complex pay them rent to stay there. That's what they were doing. They was making the people trying to make the people that lived in that apartment complex pay them rent to live there. So not only did they have to pay the people rent to keep their apartment, they have to pay them rent. Okay, so they was taxing them. Okay, extorting the people that lived in the building. They had to pay them rent too if they wanted to live there in peace. Okay, so I'm glad that that's being tackled. Okay, Lady V said this was a false social media claim that was put out by Fox News. So you think that it was false? You don't think that they was doing that? Because I mean, it's a video of them. But anyways, 10 of them has been arrested, so that's barely a dent. Cause I'm sure it's a whole lot more. Okay. Normally when you arrest some, others start to rise up too. Hopefully they won't though. But at any rate, I digress. And so, I know people start to get sensitive about, nobody should be getting sensitive about somebody else's stance. I feel like if somebody gets mad at me because of what I choose or what I believe, that means that they want to control me. I don't let people control me like that. Okay, because I'm not gonna try and control what anybody else does. Seen people come in here and talk about they are hardcore Kamala supporters. I don't have no issues with that because I don't try and control people. I feel like people should vote for who they want to. That's what they're gonna do. The only thing I say is be wise, make sure it's not based on anything emotional. Don't vote based on race. Don't vote based on name recognition. Don't vote based because a person is a man or a woman. Vote based on who is going to be more beneficial to you and your community. That's it. That's it. That's all. Now Trump said they finna eat your pets though. That's cap. Oh, that's what people was getting that from. Everybody was posting that on Facebook saying hide your pets. I didn't look at the whole debate, so I don't know. Cause I said, what are people talking about? And it was like, my pet is marked safe. I was like, Lord, they eating pets. I was like, God, I guess when I take my puppies around, I didn't know why people were saying it. I said, Lord, I guess when I put my puppies in their stroller and take them walking around the lake, I'm gonna just have to go ahead and take my pistol with me because I'm unloading on anybody that think they're gonna be eating my puppies in front of me. But I didn't know that was something that Trump had said. Um, they said G members lived there but wasn't taking over the apartments. Oh, okay. This will be the first election in 20 something years that doesn't have a Clinton, Biden, or Bush on the ticket. Now that's crazy. Yeah. Trump know what he's talking about. He just doesn't know how to articulate it. That's true. I agree, Nola girl. He know what he's talking about. You're right. He doesn't know how to articulate it, and so people are able to use it to their advantage. That don't like him. Tim, they gonna want some barbecue puppy knuckles. I love my puppies. I gotta. It's raining real hard, y'all. A lot of that weather from down in New Orleans has definitely made it to the Memphis area, and it's raining real bad. He's just not feeling well. He was not feeling well yesterday, and so I made him an appointment, but he kind of just laying around. You could tell, and every time he walked, he started gagging like he want to throw up. So I want to take him to the doctor. I was reading that I should wait like 48 hours. I don't want to wait 48 hours because he looked like he weak. Yeah, they are. They're 6 months. They said Trump is better for the economy. I mean, I feel the same way, but a lot of people don't feel the same way, but I do. I feel the same way. Another girl says, my family just left the hotel and went back home in New Orleans. Okay, so is the storm over? Because when I talked to one of my friends last night, she said her power and stuff was out. It had been out for a while. So I hope things are getting back to normal. Now, did y'all see how Kamala swerved when they asked her about the issues regarding her blackness? She has never openly said she was in this presidential run. Race is an issue in the United States. It shouldn't be, but it is an issue. So I don't trust no president that or no candidate that says that we shouldn't have to deal with race issues Why can't we all just be one? Lady, you out of touch. Every president has had to deal with a race issue because unfortunately it's an issue. Also using some old playbook won't work, Kamala. Okay, just lots of rain. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you all hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe, okay? You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. New Orleans got the hurricane by the time it gets to Memphis up I-55. It's a dire hurricane. Well, I'm glad because I don't want to. I love the rain though. I love the rain when I get to stay inside though. When I get to stay inside. Like I could be in the house and just lay in the bed all day and look at TV and just chill when it's raining. I love the sound of the rain. I need to call my client. I get to thinking about the clients I need to call. I need to call Miss what's the name down there in South Carolina to let her know something. Ken says Trump is Trump is the better choice, especially with high tensions in the Middle East and Russia. Joy Loves God said we had lots of rain last week. It was so relaxing. Thank God Memphis is 500 miles inland. Memphis is special that the hurricanes and tornadoes will destroy the city due to the proximity inland. Yeah, but you know what? A lot of people don't know that Memphis sits on a major hurricane zone. It like if it does not hurricane but earthquake zone. I mean, anybody have anything to say? I mean, I'm open, like anybody's opinion. Everybody that come in here don't have to agree with me. Everybody's opinion is welcome. Only thing I said, we just have to respect each other. Come on, y'all. I got that air blasting. And when my puppies are cold, that means that I got it too cold. So I'm getting ready to push you up, sir. It could be, is that 76 shit? It's cold. I gotta have me some coffee. I let it get so cold. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I hate when I pick up the wrong thing. I picked up some lightly salted almonds. I don't like almonds. I mean, I eat them, but I don't care for them. I like cashews. I picked up the wrong thing. Um, if them white women vote like they did last election, it's finna be Trump election. It's something because you can get the popular vote and still lose. And it appears that Kamala is more popular. Whew. And child, all black people ain't crackheads. It's a lot of people of every community that's on drugs. I don't know the ratio of because people get to getting mad. She said all black people on drugs. No, all black people are not on drugs. It's a lot of people of every community on some type of drug. I address my community because I'm in my community. I think that's what we have to start doing. We have to start addressing what's going on in our community instead of trying to figure out a way to make excuses on well, the white community do it. It the black why they talk about us and the white community doing it? I don't like for people to say that. So it's okay for us to be on drugs or do a lot of what we do because another community do it. No, it's not okay. Oh, okay. So they're neck and neck. I didn't know that. Hmm. Right, the electoral college. Mm-mm-mm. I tell you. Mm. No, I'm sorry. I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm eating almonds. And I don't even like almonds. I picked up the wrong thing. I like cashews. He said Trump doesn't have the lead and Kamala doesn't have the lead. That's why they're in black folks' faces, promising nothing tangible but wanting votes. We don't vote. And that's another thing. We shouldn't be voting for people that ain't making promises. We tell them what we need. We know what we need in our community, and that's everything. Our community is suffering. So we tell them what we need, and we only vote for them if we get it. Kamala can start doing it right now. We can start, if you want to vote for her, start making, she the vice president. So we could start making those who want, to vote for her, start making the demands now. She's in the second highest position in the land in the United States. So she could start delivering a lot of that stuff now. She ain't got to wait until she elected. She already basically elected. She there. I guess that new three strikes bill. Y'all know her and Biden was working on a bill that would be similar to the three strikes bill. Back in the 90s, to send all them black men, innocent black men, to jail. Well, for life on misdemeanors, they was working on something similar. I guess she'll finish it out if she elected. What's up, godmother? What's the word? What's going on? Um, what's going on, Vanessa? Everything over here in the South. What's going on in the South? Are they cutting up in the rain? Nola says Trump will not lose voters, but Kamala may get some of the undecided. And the Dems splitting the electorate by telling black women they solely saved the country, like black men weren't voting with them. It's driving some black men to Trump or the couch. I never understood. Well, I do understand now why they always want to keep black men and black women divided. Distrusting each other, hating each other. You have to, if you sat down, if we just really sat down and started looking at why, we would understand that we'd be a force to be reckoned with, strong in the family structure, right? Mm, mm, mm. She said they ain't letting up, won't give us a break. They over there cutting up still. That's sad. That's so sad. This crime got to stop too. Y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this lady, this girl. I went through the academy with this girl. I'm getting ready to show y'all her what, and she was always real cool and laid back. I liked her so much. Let me see if I shared it on my page. I don't think I did. Oh, here it is, right here. She was always cool and laid back, and whenever I. she was showing a picture of um some young guys coming into her driveway. I didn't know she took a retirement. She said, "I still bleed blue." That's the first thing that they taught us when we went through the academy. The code is blue. We all bleed blue. But look at this, y'all. Now they came and stole her car from out of her driveway. I hate to put her name up there, but she don't work for the PD anymore, so and she's been sharing it. Let me show y'all. Y'all, this is what these kids are doing. Y'all see he saw her video camera, right? He saw her video camera. These are her cars in her driveway. And so when they walk up there to steal her car, y'all see he start pointing the gun at her video camera as if y'all see me, this is what I'm doing. Y'all see that they stealing her car, and then one of them points the gun at the video camera, as if y'all looking at me on the camera, you better not come outside while I'm taking your car. Y'all, this is her car right here that they stole. It's a white Lexus. Okay, this is the video of it. Her door was left unlocked, or they might have had one of those keys. And y'all know that's a darn shame, don't it? I don't know if y'all remember her, but she was on that show. She ended up being on the show when they was doing the show Police Women of Memphis. That's her right there, the black girl. We went through the academy together. She was so cool. She was always calm and straight. She was like the person that encouraged everybody. That's how she was. I don't know why she took an early retirement. I haven't spoken with her, but she took an early retirement. But that's sad, for somebody to walk up in on your property in your driveway and take your car and then see your video camera and point the weapon at your camera. And this happened the day before yesterday. No other electorate is split like that. I never heard white men, white women, Latino. White men and white women. White women vote for whoever their husbands, and other races vote for whoever their husbands vote for. They all stay on one accord. It's only division in the black community. Every other race, they're gonna vote for whoever their husband votes for. He says, I remember her. I remember that show. Yeah, she's a cool chick. I mean, when I say super cool. She had thick. I mean, she was just real calm all the time. Like when you come on, sis. I mean, she was the most. We be out there running. Come on, sis, you got it. Come on. She would stay back there. She, cause some days, we want to be at the end of the line running. You be tired, cycles and stuff on. Wasn't in the mood for all of that paramilitary type stuff. She'll come right back there to the back of the line. Come on, sis, you got it. You got it. You got it. Come on, don't be the last one. She was the motivator of the group. Hmm. I tell you. Nola says they keep us divided so we won't procreate and make a black messiah. Yeah, black women and black men have to unite. I would love to see our children um be able to see the family structure. I mean, I love. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I be binging on those documentaries from out of the 70s and the 60s. I'm telling you, I binge on them. I love looking at those documentaries. And even though that was a different time, but it seemed like black people stuck together more, and they was proud of being black, and you saw the family structure, right? You saw the family structure, where the woman was the homemaker or whatever, or even if she worked, she came home, she cooked for her family, the kids. I mean, it was just different. I love looking at that. So, Vanessa, you coming on tonight? Um, yes, I be there. I'm off today. Okay, cool. What you gonna talk about tonight? So, what are you gonna talk about? I remember on that show they pulled over four black men in Orange Mountain. She didn't even want to lock anybody up, but everybody had warrants. She was cool like that. She was. She was just real cool. And it wasn't fake. I mean, she was just a cool chick. I think she living over there in Orange Mountain now. I think that's where she living at in Orange Mountain. Because I think that's where she said they stole her car at. So she probably knew him. The boys that broke into the train and then hit the police. They popped at the police. Some boys popped at the police. Vanessa, Nola says black people need to take the emotions out of voting and the family tradition of being a dem. Right, I agree. What has being a Democrat ever did for us? Nothing. Back in the day, black people were Republicans. A lot of people don't know that. The Republicans are the ones that freed the slaves. I don't know. I guess around the 60s, black people started to change to Democrats. Mm. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm independent. Right. And they were saying he looked like he all 16, 17 years old. A dialogue said black folks switched in the 60s after our men returned from the Vietnam War. They were duped into. We became more aware. Rhonda says black people talk about unifying the black community, but here is a black woman running for press, and you want to support it. Is she? She says she ain't black, Rhonda, and I'm not voting for a black woman just because she say she or just because she look black. I'm sorry, Rhonda, and I mess with you the long. I mess with you, and I respect what you say, but I'm not voting for somebody that's not. Our community is in a state of emergency. And she is in an administration that has not done anything for us in 4 years. We got to stop voting based strictly on race, especially for a woman that says she ain't not. She said she don't understand the plight of us, of the everyday black woman. This lady has done all she could to separate herself from us. She says she ain't black. When people tell you who they are, we got to believe it. But I'm not voting for a woman who built her career up off of overcharging black men just to build her career up because they could not afford to hire counsels to represent them. She ain't changed. So I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not supporting her. She says she ain't black. So and even if she was, I wouldn't support her, not based strictly on race. Especially not in a time where our community is in dire need. Our community is in a state of emergency, Rhonda. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Yeah, let me pull it. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up. Hold on, y'all. Hold, Hold on, you guys. I can't find it, but I heard her talk about being a proud Indian American. I'm looking for it though. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna find it. Hold on, y'all.
People have these stereotypes and actually misconceptions about who Indians are. I mean, at least I can speak about my own experience, and you have a similar experience. Sounds like.
And did she just say she's Indian? I mean, she's. I saw where she said she's a proud Indian American. Okay, so I can't understand why she tries to, as time go on now, she tries to do all she can not to speak about what she is. She tries to avoid it now. But the lady has said many times that she is Indian. She just said then I have my own experience. I could speak about people have a misconception about who Indians are. You know what? I don't know who's running independent. TB21. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I do know that RFK Jr. was running independent and he got out of the race and got behind Trump. That's what he did. But if you're talking about me, I say that I am independent because I'm going to vote for whoever is going to do something for the black community. I'm not voting based on a person being a Democrat or a Republican, as so many of us black people do. Okay. It's a lot of other people has heard that lady say that she is not black. Now, TB21, if you want her to be in the black community, she can. She look like she can't be in no other community but black. But she sure has done a lot to separate herself. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, well, I'm telling you, I thought maybe you were trying to challenge me when I know for a fact that RFK Jr. was running. I'd have voted for him. I think I had promoted that. I would love to vote for RFK Jr., but he got out of the race and put his support behind Trump. But when I say that I'm independent, that means I'm going to vote for whoever is going to do something for the Black community. I'm not going to vote for somebody, especially with the way that Black people have been bamboozled, strictly because they are a Democrat. The Democrats ain't did nothing for us in a while. Okay, it's got to be whoever. The Republicans neither. Whoever is going to do something for us. Okay.
Maya and I were growing up, our mother would take us from the Bay Area to India pretty much every other year. And the purpose of those trips were many, including that we would well understand where she came from, what produced her, so that we could spend time with our grandparents. In fact, it is a large part of who I am today. These lessons I learned from my grandfather, P.V. Gopalan, and from the dedication, determination, and courage of his daughter, my mother, Shamala. And it is that being the reason that I stand before you today as Vice President of the United States.
Ron says, my question is, what's more important, our economy or our rights? I mean, both. Both. One without the other, we still doomed to hell. You talking about an economy? I mean, you talking about freedom, but freedom means nothing if there's not. We have to have money to live. You know what I mean? We got to have money circulating to be able to live. So we can't have one without the other. And I don't think we should have to choose because we're supposed to be able to have both. And if we got a president that can't deliver both, we can't we don't need that president. Dialogue says every president is a dictator in a sense. Don't believe the personality hype. They drop bombs, aid in war, and more. Yeah, we got to have both, Rhonda. Misty, I agree with you. I was just asking who were the candidates so we can have a clear knowledge. Okay, TB21, that's cool. Um, that's cool. I'm not mad at you. Don't let that old man act of Biden fool you. He's had plenty of folks unalived under his administration, Obama too. Our economy is affected by any administration. I agree. Also, you have to look at our Congress. They are the ones to draft and pass legislation, and the press votes it into law. We need to change Congress. I agree with you 100%, Rhonda. 100%. That's why voting on a local level is really way more important than voting on a national level. That's something we all try to stress up in here. Okay, that voting on a local level, you're talking about your state Congress, your governors, your Senate, state senators, and all of that, your mayors, and all of that, your state legislation, your state people are way more important. I agree, because these are the lawmakers, basically. Miss T just emailed you a clip of Kamala Harris speaking on questions of her race. There are two clips from a few years ago from a. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Oh, y'all. For some reason, I'm gonna have to log into. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to log into Instagram. I'm gonna have to log into it's on Instagram. I'm not logged in. Hold on one second. Hey, Face, can you screenshot it and send it to me? The video where she's saying it, because I'm not logged into Instagram. It won't let me open it. Um, like Cornel West. I do. I like Cornel West. Also, the Dems in California blocking that reparations bill is very telling. That was specific legislation on a grassroots level that had support but got shot down. I'm trying to find also the video where she said, I am a proud Indian American.
The first Indian American woman to be nominated as a vice becoming the first Indian American woman to be nominated as a vice presidential candidate in America. In a recent event, the Democratic vice presidential nominee took a trip down memory lane, recalling her mother's journey from India to America. Now, her mother, Shamala Gopalan, was born in Chennai and immigrated to America to study at UC Berkeley. The Indian origin senator also talked about her trips to India and her mother's attempts to instill a love of good idli in her. Listen.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent. When my
Okay. Well, I mean, she didn't say she was black right there either. Okay. I see now that she's running for president, she's trying to talk about it less and less, but I know she's always spoken about being a proud Indian. Okay. So she said it right there too. I mean, I just want y'all to see that I'm not lying. Okay. I mean, but race wouldn't matter. Let me just say this. Race does not matter. What it should all come down to, I'm not voting for somebody just because she looks black. That's all I'm saying. That's the only point that I'm trying to make. I wouldn't care if she was going to do anything or she had done anything while she's been vice president for 4 years to also help the African American community. I would vote for her. I would. God up in heavens knows I would. But I think our people are doing too much suffering. People have taken advantage of black people too much to just be voting for somebody strictly based on race, name recognition, and party. That's what has got us in the pickle that we're in now. That's all I'm saying. She's not an African American. She's Indian and Jamaican. She says she's black because of her Jamaican heritage. Okay. I never heard her say she was black, but she looked black. But I never heard her say it. But a shout out, Tamara, in chat. I've been missing your content, enjoying my summer with my family and friends. Shout out, Miss Nene Lawyer. But we all cool though. I'm not mad at TB21. I'm not mad at Lady V, nor am I mad at. I mean, we all agree to disagree in here. Um, and Miss Rhonda, and there was somebody else that was in here earlier, a guy. I don't want us to be getting mad at each other because I understand when you start talking about politics and religion, it could get extremely, everybody is passionate, and which we should be passionate. Tamara, the woman who support her because she is a woman. The women who support her because she is a woman. Thank you, Miss Nene Loyal, for gifting a membership. So Miss Rhonda, I love these type of conversations too, and I don't want people to think that that we're getting mad and going at each other. I don't want that because we're not doing that. I understand how passionate it didn't just start in this chat. It has happened all the way across the board where people are passionate about what they believe in. I mean, it just hey, we believe in what we believe in, and everybody wants to make their point, which is good. Right. Everybody has their own opinions, which is cool. Which is cool. That's why I don't speak on politics, but all love my way. I'm one of your day ones. Shout out to TB21. You are one of my day ones. You are. TB21, I thought that you were saying to me, this is what I thought. And I have to say I was the one. I'm glad you clarified it on when because I thought, wow, when you said, well, who is independent? Because I hear people I be seeing people kind of talk about people that are independent all the time. Like independent is not, it does not count, you know. But I'm not saying that I would vote for any candidate that's independent. I'm just saying more so an independent thinker. I'll vote either way based on who we can benefit from more. See, that's what these people are put in office for us to be able to benefit from. Thank you, Nene Loyal. Race is not the issue, it's lies and pandering. um I ain't no bully. Mr. Parker already cutting up, would never try to bully TB21 ever. That's why this chat is real grown, right? Real grown folks channel. We agree to disagree and move on. So has anyone took a plea deal yet? They have not openly said it. I don't know. I think it's some funny stuff going on with that. I think it's some funny stuff going on with that TB21. I believe that somebody has taken a plea deal. I just don't have any proof on it. I believe somebody has. I just don't. I can't get nobody to confirm it. Mm-hmm. Wonder why Cornelius don't have a trial date. That's not true, Mr. Parker. That is so not true. The only time you ever hear me go off on people is when they come in here messing with me. That's not challenging me. That's messing with me. Somebody having a difference of opinion is not challenging me. That's another adult that's saying, I don't agree with you. Well, can you reference that? And I think that, I mean, that was right. She did right when she said, well, have you ever heard her say that she wasn't black or whatever? I have heard her say that she was Indian American. But it's a good thing that she said that. That's why I started looking for it. Because people can say anything. But when y'all see me cussing folks out, those are people that have done something to me. They did something to me. Y'all know how these people come in here meddling and all of that. Trump wanted to execute the Central Park Five, the protesters at the George Floyd rallies, etc., etc. Oh wow. Mm. That's messed up, chocolate. I hate that. Rhonda says, at Mr. Parker, so her dad isn't black because he is part Irish and Jamaican. I'm of Irish descent as well. My mama's great great grandfather was white, but her mama and daddy was black. I'm black. Her daddy looked black to me, but he puts down his race as being Caucasian. That's weird. Um, Jamaican isn't an ethnicity, is all I'm saying. There are white Jamaicans. Right. There are a lot of white people that are Jamaicans. And you're right, it's not a race. Chocolate, do you have another page? I be getting because there's another young lady. Or are you the same person that come in here with the name Chocolate? I mean, there are there two chocolates, or are you the same chocolate? Because I thought it was the same person because I was like, okay, she spelled it. Are you the chocolate that be over on Alabama Hitter's page? Okay, so it's two then. It's two. Okay, but I hear you, chocolate. I hear you. Okay, that's chocolate. Okay, I wasn't sure because I was looking at that. I was like, she's spelling her name differently. Okay, that's chocolate. Okay, it's just spelled differently. Nola Girl says all immigrants have an option to pick their race. Look at their driver's license. Okay. Oh wow. I think now anybody can choose. Aren't they allowing anybody to choose whatever they want to be now? I can go in there and say I'm Caucasian if that's how I feel. Aren't they allowing that now? Oh, okay. She said most of the time I'm in. Okay, all right. Mr. Parker says when you're of mixed race, you do have the luxury of identifying with multiple races. I'm black at 11:59 p.m., so I have no option. I tell you. Oh yeah, I got me some glosses. I went into the Macy's Chicago and they was doing a like a 80% off sale. Y'all, I got me so many beautiful glosses. Oh my God. I can't wait to put them on my lips. Oh. Did y'all hit the like button? I ain't buying nothing. I'm gonna tell y'all, listen, do not go and buy that sexy. Well, y'all can if y'all want to support her. I'm not gonna say that. But I got the same box without sexy red being on it, and I got it from out of Burlington. It's the same box. What Sexy Red them did was they didn't change the color of the box. The only thing they did was went and put her name on it. But I got the same box of lip gloss, and they changed the names of the lip gloss. Like, oh, she gave it so many nasty names for $4.99. I got it from out of Burlington. The whole box. I don't know how much Sexy Red is selling her lip gloss for. Let me see how much Sexy Red is selling that lip gloss for. Uh, it won't even come up. Hold on. You can't find it on nowhere. Can't find where she's selling it nowhere. They be talking about Sexy Red, and people be trying to call Sexy Red ugly. Sexy, she look better than Dukiana to me. Dukiana is the one that looks nasty. Sukiana, whatever her name. Some of my stuff that I bought in Macy's, I had to have shipped home. Thank you, chocolate. But y'all, that set is in. I got it. I got the box of it. It was $4.99 in Burlington. I don't know how much she's selling it for. It didn't have her name on it though. What they did was they bought a lot of boxes of them and took them and put her name on them and put the names on the back of the boxes. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, all that. Miss T, did you have to buy any extra suitcase? I had a lot of my stuff shipped home because I wouldn't have been able to. I didn't have any extra suitcases. I could have bought some, but I was like, I could just have it shipped. The store would ship it. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it's on sale online, but when I walked into the store, it had it was like two like 98, 198. I'm talking about those glassy glosses, those expensive ones that they be selling. They had on sale. They was getting rid of. She looked better. She do to me too. Nola girl. She looks better than Glorilla to me too. Only thing they need to do is they need to, they whoever it is that is back in Sexy Red, they need to have her skin and stuff fixed. They need to send her to a dermatologist, and it's a darn shame. I mean, she has created a big fan base, and they ain't even taking her to get her skin cleared up or nothing. TB21. Oh, y'all, my daughter. Tell y'all something. My daughter. The more my daughter messed my house up so bad, and she messed my truck up. Y'all, I don't know what my daughter did. It's raining today. I was gonna go take my truck. Now, she got other cars. I said, why didn't you use those cars? Those are your work cars, mama. I ain't want to use your work cars. I said, so you will use my brand new truck? And now it's going scrum. It's- I don't know what that girl did to my truck. I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did, but she got a brand new car that she got 3 years ago, and y'all, it ride like it just came out the damn junkyard. I'm telling y'all, it do. She drive fast. She hit the brakes. Boom. Woo. I don't know. I don't know what to think about her. I don't know what to think about that girl. She make my head hurt. So I FaceTimed her yesterday. I said, "Where is my bath scrubs at?" Because I bought a lot of nice bath scrubs. Mama ain't taking nothing, looking at me in the FaceTime smirking. Y'all, she took my bath scrubs, and she didn't just take one. It's like a whole row of them gone. My house was messed up. She called herself to my mama, "I fix your bed." Y'all, I have a lot of pillows on my bed, right? I like a lot of pillows, that are just, that I just to make the bed look good. Y'all, she fixed my look. She said, Mama, I fix your bed. Now, I have other rooms in my house. Why didn't she go and sleep in the guest room? She sleeps in my bed and use my restroom, in which I have another room that's got a restroom in it. Why she had to sleep in my bed? Y'all, she slept in my bed and she took my cover. And she say she fixed my bed, y'all, and pulled the cover over all of the pillows, and she said she fixed the bed. Took all of the pillows up under the cover. Looked like a damn crazy person had slept in the bed. And then when I went in my restroom, she she had towels hanging over the railing of the tub, over the shower. Yeah, she a sweet young lady, but she is terrible. Ooh. So I said, I said, why would you have towels hanging over the shower and stuff? Well, Mama, I ain't. That's the towel I use. I said, well, you use a towel, you put it in damn dirty clothes. You don't reuse it. Had a big towel in the floor. I had to dry my feet, and she left the towel in the bathroom floor, y'all. That girl, I don't know. It seemed like I've been working, trying to get stuff together, and it just the more I start working and stuff, I started looking at my washroom, y'all. I started getting madder and madder. She stole some of my washing powder and Clorox. I got a whole roll. See, she liked my cosmetics and my bathroom stuff, my bubble bath, my stuff that I use to pamper myself in the tub. She stole I buy all of my body washes from out of Marshalls or TJ Maxx. Y'all, that girl got so much stuff, it don't make no sense. She stole my perfumes. I started buying a lot of little lotions, little sugary perfumes and lotions that kind of smell good. That girl got so much of my stuff. And then when I was talking to her on FaceTime, she couldn't even keep a straight face. Mama, I ain't did nothing. So what did you do to my truck? I ain't did nothing. I said, why did you have to get in it? Because my tire was on flat. And she told me, well, Mama, next time you need to stay home and get your own packages and don't ask me to house sit. So now I call my mom. My mom said, well, you got all that stuff in that house. It's only right for her to get some of it. I said, I'll call you back. Rhonda says, why can't she be proud of both sides of her heritage? Her White House biography says she is the first woman, the first Black American, and the first South Asian American. Well, they must just put that there because she was never claiming to be Black, Miss Rhonda. You heard her say when she was vice president, she didn't acknowledge her Blackness. She just started doing it now to pander to the Black people. A Godmother's podcast. Miss Rhonda still edit. Godmother's podcast says, that's okay. My youngest came down here to go grocery shopping out my refrigerator and deep freezer. Y'all, I buy a lot of zero sugar Minute Maid juices and they taste so good. I like the pineapple and I like the mango. I had the bottom of my refrigerator on the lower level filled up with so many of them. How about all of them gone? She gonna drop, Mama, pass the drink something. I said, Noodles, listen, I buy water, like I buy that Kroger water for company. Why did you have to drink my alkaline water, my 1.5 liter alkaline water that I go and buy out of Burlington? I had to have something to drink. I said, well, why did you drink my juices? All my juices up. You could have drank them, but why? We had to have something to drink. The baby liked them. No, she took them. She didn't drink them. She took them because she's a finicky eater. She liked juices and stuff, but she took them. She took them and took them to her house. Y'all should have saw the washroom. Yeah, that's the first thing I did when I walked in my house. I immediately started trying. She wreaked havoc on my washroom because I overstocked, and she went through everything to make sure she got her one of everything. That's what she did. She had stuff all in the floor because I had it organized and lined up. All of my washing powder, all of my Downy, all of that. She went through everything. I guess so she wouldn't miss nothing to take. Then gonna call me on FaceTime smirking. It's all good, Tam. We still down since day one. Yep. Um, Capricorn Camille TV says the vice president is trans. That's why she says she will pass a law for them. Oh, she got children. I don't no, I don't think she is. She went and took them juices to her boy. That's what she did, TB21. That's what she did. Cause she a real finicky eater. She don't eat chicken. She don't eat every now and again she might eat a plain hamburger. It can't have nothing on it. Nothing but cheese. She always was like that. I said, I don't know how I have a herbivore because she wouldn't eat no meat when she was a baby. All she liked was vegetables. I should have known better. I should have known better than to leave her. Because when I asked her, I said, will you house sit? Because I have to worry about that little twerp across the street. But I got him straight though. He ain't gonna never come back. And she said, yeah, yeah, I'll do it. She was happy to do it. Because I guess she said, oh, this is my opportunity to have my way in her house and steal everything I could steal. I'm looking at my coffee bar. And I was because I always buy a lot of flavored coffee. Like when I go to, she likes coffee too. So when I go to like Marshalls, they have like the Snicker flavor, the Twix flavor. I always just stock up and buy a lot of coffee and put it on my coffee bar. And I kept looking at my coffee bar. I was like, dog, I'm missing something. Y'all, she done took a whole thing of creamer. She took a lot of my flavors that I have over there on that coffee bar, and she took the damn coffee too. Can't be bothered with that girl. Put one of them special locks on your bedroom door. She never had any child. That's her husband's children. She has stepped. Oh, okay. I thought those were her children. Child, she just done took everything she wanted. I told y'all she went on my bar and opened up my vintage liquor. A lot of that liquor I've had since COVID. And she went on my bar and took it and she opened it. Said she wanted to taste it. ESPN fired Shannon Sharp. Oh my God. Yeah, she took the whole house. Now, whoever heard of somebody going on a bar and opening up some vintage liquor and stuff, talking about she wanted to taste it. Um, Somebody says that they believe that Shannon Sharp had leaked his own. Well, it backfired on him. Some people said they felt like that Shannon Sharp had leaked his own. I was looking at somebody's vlog last night. Was it last night or the night before last? And I forget who it was. They were saying that they feel like Shannon Sharp had leaked his own tape so that people could see that he was not Tinkerbell, and now they done fired him for it. It's people did worse. Why they gonna fire him for? They said all they saw was his booty was up, and then they say his booty or something was up in the air or something. That's exactly why she did the ZK, just because she could. She didn't hold back on nothing. She didn't hold back on nothing. Yeah, I got so many candles that came in. I bought like 3 big boxes of candles that came in from Gray from Goose Creek because they were on sale, right? I racked up. And then she had her boyfriend at my house. Gonna say her boyfriend, my boy, he said, "Do your mama make candles?" Chocolate says it was just sounds. So why they fire him for just sounds though? I thought I was listening to somebody said that his booty was up or the girl booty or something was up, but Chocolate said it was just sound. So why would they fire him? Whatever she did to it, it's going scrunch. When I back up, it goes scrunch, and that's a new car. So it ain't got no business having no trouble. But she got a brand new car that she got straight off the lot. And it only had like 2 or 3 thousand miles on it. So it was like I forget what they call those cars that you drive, that people show test drive or whatever. It was a brand new car. And that girl car sound like she went and got it off the junkyard. I'm telling you. I said, why would you do a car this bad? What's wrong with it, mama? Said you hear this damn car? I'm talking about her car. It ain't no. My boyfriend said it needs some steering fluid. I said ain't no new car like this got no business need no steering fluid. Okay, they didn't fire him. That's a rumor. She had to drive my car because she ran over something and the tire was on flat. Oh, okay. So Willie D said it. Yeah, his vlog is doing good. Cat Williams really helped to set his vlog off. I like Shannon Sharp. I like him. Mr. Parker is, oh my God. Like he was beating the brakes off her. Oh my God. So leave it to him to be so nasty. My BA is in political science. My dad, a Republican in name, but Democrat in booth, was very active back in the day in South Carolina politics. He was in the state ethics commission during Storm Thurmond days. Um, Mr. Parker says he was working like her, a part-time job. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, yeah, I gotta finish out my degree. If I tell y'all how many hours I need to finish my degree, y'all gonna say I'm just ashamed to even say how many hours I need. My mama been saying for the longest, why won't you go and finish out your degree? Y'all know how y'all guess how many hours I need to get my bachelor's. Just guess how many hours I need. Um, he was working. I hate that. I like Shannon. I don't even know why they've had people to do worse. Why would they even fire somebody for just for hearing sounds? They say Willie D is reporting it that he was fired. He said for research purposes, I was in there for 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. Tim, he said he threw the phone on the floor, but the phone was facing a door, not a ceiling, not the ceiling. So the phone was set up. I immediately felt like he did it to disprove the. Yeah, that's what some other guys were saying. They felt like that he did that to. I believe it was the twins that said that. I think I was looking at the twins the night before last, or the twins from out of New Orleans, either the night before last or I might have been looking at him for a minute last night. I can't remember. Chocolate says Unc apologized and said he was in pain. um, Rhonda says thanks, ZK. Not to boast or anything. Everyone has their opinions and are very well respected. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's opinions are respected. Nobody is going to think the same. Um, Godmother's podcast says, how many hours, Bestie? I already know it's not many. I need 11 hours to get my bachelor's. 11. That's a semester. I don't have the time right now. I'm gonna take one class. I'm gonna take one class a semester. If I start, I ain't gonna be maybe in the spring of next year. I want to try to do it this year, but I got so much going on. I got a lot going on right now. Like I have a lot. So it can't be in the fall. It can't be in January. It'll have to be in the spring of next year. what would my bachelor's be in criminal justice, but I have enough of the class. I've taken enough classes to if I changed my major, I wouldn't have to get it in psychology also. I think I've come too far because I kind of wanted to change it, but I ain't gonna rock the boat. I'm just going to finish it out. That's the same thing my mama say. My mama said she's been saying it now for a couple years. Don't you just finish out your degree? I remember my dad said to me when I was in college. I asked him, I was like, Dad, would you pay for me to go to real estate school so if I go to real estate school and I could be making money while I'm in college, right? So my dad paid for me to go to real estate school, y'all. I went through the school, I went through the class, got the hours. I went and took the test. It was a two-part test, and I failed one of the parts by I believe like 3 points or something like that. And I never went back and took it. Um, Miss T, you need your butt kicked for only 11 hours. You have a master's degree in being right. Um, Thank you. I'll start. I have to take one class per semester, which means it'll take me longer because normally with 11 hours, you could take, you could do that in a semester. I just cannot take a full load. That's a full load. And I can't take a full load. I wouldn't be able to give it my full 100%. I have to take one class per semester. Yes, Miss T, we all passionate, and this leads to great conducive dialogue. Yes, it does. You failed the state part. The math. That's what it was. Um, I never went back and took it. And if you go on the site, I mean, I could go back, I could study and go back and take it now and won't have to go back through the class because I got the hours that was required to take in the class. I hadn't gotten back around to it. I guess, you know, it's one of those things that I guess you have. Maybe I'll get back to that one day too. But it's funny because the things that I am very passionate in, I go and ace them. I promise you, I go right in and ace that stuff. Wow, Nola Girl says I was licensed with Century 21 in Memphis. So are you still a Nola Girl, are you still a real estate agent? Oh, Snoozy Cake says she's taking hers in November. That's a good profession to get into. That is a good profession to get into. I think I'm just weird. Yeah, I love anything that has to do with I kind of ace any and everything that has to do with as it relates to the criminal justice stuff. Okay, you're not in Atlanta. Well, there are reciprocity laws. I I think that the only thing you would have to do, right, is just pay to get your licenses in another state. I think at like Georgia and certain other states have reciprocity laws, right, where you could just pay and get your license in that state. Oh, they're not. Georgia used to be. I thought that Georgia and Tennessee worked together. Oh, wow. You would think with them being so close together, because let's see, Georgia is only separated from Tennessee by two states, and that's Mississippi and Alabama. Hmm. We greatly appreciate all the love and support you guys bring to this channel as the channel continues to grow past and present subscribers, post engagements. Absolutely. I appreciate you guys always. Everybody that comes into this channel, you know, that come in with good intentions and all of that. I do appreciate everybody. You know, I know that as the trial starts, there'll be a lot of people to a lot more people will start, come in and start speaking, because I'm sure just like we get passionate about politics and all of that, it's a lot of people that's actually very, very passionate about the Young Dolph's trial. A lot of people are very passionate about it, and we'll get the opportunity to see what's really going on. Me myself, nobody has told me this, but I can't get nobody to confirm it. I kind of believe that one of those guys have pleaded out, but I don't know yet though. I can't get nobody to tell me if they have, and I'm sure that they can't. They have to be very tight-lipped about it. But I kind of, what's up, OG Snake Spotter? That's my friend. Um, I can't get nobody to confirm it, but I kind of believe one of them has pleaded out. I don't see where Cornelius. I'm getting ready to see. I'm trying to understand why Cornelius don't have a court date. He's got to appear at Straight Drop's trial. Let me see if they've changed it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Y'all, it still don't have that. It's still just saying he's supposed to report there. It's not saying anything about it's a trial. It's not saying anything about it's a trial for him. It's just saying that he's supposed to appear there for some reason on that date. Hold on, let me see something else. But now for Hernandez Govan, it's got trial. For Hernandez Govan, it's got trial. See, anytime there's a trial, they put that by their court date. And you see where they have for Hernandez Govan, the like when he had to go to court on the 9th, it just said report date. Nothing happened. He talked to the judge. The judge gave him some, and that was reset. Shit, it's saying reset. But he did report there. I mean, he did go. The judge let him know that his trial was set. It has never said that that's his trial date. Mr. Parker says, I went to my IG and there are 3 buttons you have to press to go live. 3. No way to go live by accident. Yeah, they said that they wanted that was his way of trying to debunk, all of the rumors or whatever. But I hate they fired him. I like Shannon Sharp. I do. I like him. Hmm. Anyways, it's so gloomy. Joyce asked me, have I researched Trump? You've done some research on him, Joyce. I have. I got it. I'll do more research on him. All right, y'all. I've been on here for 3 hours. I'm gonna get off because I got to get out today. And when I get home, I'm just gonna want to get in the bed after I finish. They must have offered Govan 30 years. He want to go. Yeah. Well, let me. Yeah. That's you probably on point, G Finley. It wasn't what he was expecting. I'm just saying, like I'm okay. So I'm saying this in general. Okay, sometimes people want complete immunity. There's sometimes I just say, what are y'all doing? What y'all doing? Okay, I have to watch them. Sometimes I need to hurry up and they ain't been doing nothing, but I just want to make sure they don't because the boys are um I made an appointment for them to go and get spayed. I'm gonna get them spayed. I'm not gonna get her spayed. Want to make sure they don't be trying to freak on her or nothing. But anyways, sometimes people will say, I'm just saying, I'm not saying Go Man said this. I'm just saying in general, okay? Sometimes people will say, well, I can give you what it is that you need, but of course my life is gonna be in danger and I need complete immunity. They don't want to do not a day. And that just can't happen when you have had an involvement. You could get 15 years. 15 years to me is better than 60 years, but so people go with 15 years is a long time and I want complete immunity if I'm a tell on the people that hired me, which they ain't doing nothing but hurting themselves. You cannot not do a date and you had some type of involvement in a murder. And I'm just saying in general that I'm just talking about anybody. Right. Cornbread can't give more info than Govan. He can't. He don't know more than Govan. I think Govan is hurting himself. I don't think Jamarcus know more than Govan. 15 years better than 60. I mean, sometimes you safer behind the wall. I mean, I don't know why people think being outside of jail, you feel like if you say something, you tell everything. If you tell on the big people, you need complete immunity so you could be in hiding because they could send somebody to do something to you in jail. That's how some people think. I'm just saying. I'm just saying anybody in the world. Mm, mm, mm. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna get off of here because I need to it's raining, so I'm not gonna be able to grill. I wish that I could. I think it has stopped. I might could put my stuff on the grill right quick. Put my chicken on the grill. I got some yams in there that I need to make. I need to peel and cook. And so I'm gonna grill some chicken wings because they need to be grilled. And I'm going to bake me some candied yams. And then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I could do a food prep for tomorrow also, because I can eat some today and eat some tomorrow if I make enough. But I need to bake those yams because they've been in there for a minute. Anyways, you guys, I bake my candy yams and they be so good. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. She said, it's pouring down in Olive Branch. It might be still, it was pouring down around my area. I'm down from you. I'm a little down from you, Miss Muffin. We might be in the same county, but I'm a little down from you. It ain't raining so bad. Yeah, I'm getting ready because I gotta go. I gotta go. My clients. I gotta go and do a session with my clients in a little while. So I need to go on and grill and have my food and stuff prepared. So when I get home, if nothing else, I can prepare it and put it on. And then when I get home, I can eat. But I got some clients coming over because I had not been here. I gotta do their sessions, and then I got a conference meeting with someone tonight about some business. And and then I'ma chill. I'ma lay in the bed. Hopefully it start pouring down raining and I could lay in the bed and look at movies. That's what I want to do. I hope it start raining real hard when I get home so I can lay in the bed and look at movies and drink. It's because it's getting chill. It's chilly in my house and drink some hot chocolate or something. Anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.